North Dakota is ground zero for the nation's boom in energy independence. There's a lot of oil and coal in that ground, but it would be hard to notice some of those coal mines, as one company in particular has figured out a way to return the land to nature. It is negative 17 degrees when the wind whips across the North Dakota plains.
Great, honey. It's cold.
But in towns like Underwood, sub-zero temperatures are no match with the passion for hunting.
Got one with the bow out here, and it ended up in the lake. I had to swim out and actually get it out. It was pretty cold.
Mike Heidenen and John Bertolotto bring their sons with their bows and arrows to harvest deer here. But not long ago, on this spot, they were harvesting something very different. The Prairie Rose at Falkirk Mine uses this giant bucket to scoop away tons of dirt at a time, no matter what the temperature. What they're looking for is at least 80 feet below the Earth's surface, acres of coal. Giant dump trucks work 24 hours a day, carting 8 million tons of coal a year to heat homes as far away as Minnesota.
There's a lot of wind energy today. You can feel it, can't you?
Between coal, the Bakken oil field, natural gas, wind, and even hydroelectric, North Dakota is at the center of the nation's energy boom. Unemployment is less than 3%, and the growth is explosive. The president of Falkirk knows what people sometimes say about strip mining and what it might do to the environment. That's why he loves showing off this. After his crews carve out seams of coal deep underground, they work to transform the land back again. They return the topsoil and return the land to nature.
God put this resource here for us to use, and we take pride in putting it back the way it was, or in better condition.
This span of 700 acres was handed over to the government this summer.
And this area does encompass a lot of those treasures that we value highly in North Dakota.
And already it's once again attracting hunters.
Oh, look at that. Whoa, that's an eagle.
And wildlife.
I got two boys that love to hunt. To watch them shoot their first deer with a bow, it's the best feeling you could ever ask for.
I have a sense of pride in the people that made this look the way it looks, to take and put these ravines back the way they were before and create such a natural beauty that's going to be sustainable for generations to come.
Now that's the way to do it. If you can bring nature back, that's awesome. Joining us now, the president of the Caterpillar Foundation, Michelle Sullivan. Caterpillar is the sponsor of our series and works closely with the mine company that you saw in that piece, by the way. And Senator Joe Manchin is still with us. Senator, let me start with you on the politics of this. Obviously, coal and energy policy played out as a major campaign issue in places like Kentucky and your state of West Virginia. How important is coal in the push toward energy independence?
Well, it's always been the largest factor we have. We're looking for a balance between the economy and the environment. Coal has been a base load. That base load means, Mika, that's 24/7. You can count on your heat, you can count on your lights, and everything that gives you the comfort from electricity. There's only two sources, coal and nuclear power, that gives you 24/7 today. Gas is coming on strong, and it will be once we get the delivery and the pipelines done. But the bottom line is everything else is a complement to that. So for the next 30 or more years, even the Department of Energy says that we need the base load of coal, and we can do it and do it better if the government will work with us and quit working against us.
How much? Oh, I've just got a graphic up here in terms of coal mined by state. West Virginia, how much of the economy is in coal or other forms of energy sources?
Well, you have a direct and indirect as far as our economy. I would say that we're more than 25 or greater percentage of our economy, but basically it's the ancillary jobs, it's the machine shops, it's the battery shops, the cable shops, it's the little diner, it's the little cleaner, it's everything that goes with it depending on the revenue that comes from basically the sources of coal that we have.
Yeah.
And it energizes the country, basically. This is a global problem, and we keep looking at it as a North American climate problem. And unless you believe the ocean currents and wind currents start and stop in North America, we better find a global fix. That's going to be through technology, and that can be a whole nother industry. especially for West Virginia and the United States of America.
Absolutely.
All right, so there we see the senator talking about a global fix. Let's talk about what we're seeing, Michelle, what Caterpillar is doing in North Dakota, specifically in the piece that we saw. This is Giving Tuesday. I think a lot of people are going to see this, the hashtag on social media. So explain what Caterpillar is doing on Giving Tuesday.
Right, that story is a perfect example and so appropriate on a day like today where it's all about giving back. We just got done with Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Oh,
Right.
It's time
boy,
to
did we
take a
ever.
breather and personally reflect on how can we give back on a day like today. And we're encouraging people and educating them on how to give back. It's not just about giving money necessarily. What's your talent, your skill set, your passion, your compassion? And think about how you can give back. And a lot of us get together and for your community's sake, start working in the communities with whatever is of interest to you. Think how the communities will benefit around the world.
How have you galvanized Caterpillar to do that, and yourself?
Right. Well, for Caterpillar, it's inherent. We have one of our values is commitment, and it talks about we give back to the communities in which we serve. So for us, it's a daily piece. Our employees are encouraged and do give back, both with their time in terms of organizations in the community, both with their money in terms of United Way, etc. So for us, it's inherent in what we do, and we definitely encourage others to join us and give back to the communities, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. What can we do for those who are less fortunate than what you can buy online or on
It's a good
Black
time to
Friday?
remind.
It's a good day.
Well, it's a good day too, and also a good time because you're in business, but it's also a good time to remind that business is in partnership. There can be private and community relationships in giving back and making
Exactly.
sure that that connective tissue is there.
That's right, and that was a perfect example of a public-private partnership
Yeah.
that's working beautifully, and everybody is winning by giving the land back.
Well, you personally have an amazing story, which I am going to be touching on in my book that we're working on. I'm interviewing you later today, and also there'll be something online. I can't wait to share that with everybody. And Senator Joe Manchin, I'm waiting for my invitation to the houseboat.
It's open.
It's open.
You just have to
I
find
don't
it.
know.
Maybe
That's,
floats.
I don't know. I don't think
Floats.
that's real buy-in on his part.
No, you have my buy-in. You really do.
Really? All right.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll get it. We'll get this scheduled. Nikki.